Today is Feb 21st. I'm recording this video on that very day when I moved to the United States of America back in 2019. It's been 2 years in USA now, and so I thought it is the right time to talk with you guys, to share with you guys about my learnings and my experiences of a different country. I was born and brought up in India, and I moved to the United States of America before 2 years after I got married. I was asked this one question a couple of times about what are the differences between two countries. And so today I'm going to discuss with you about the things that I have learned related to career, related to personal life, related to social life, networking and opportunities. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maitri Shah. Today I'm up again with one of your suggested topics, and that is what are the differences between USA and India. As you all know that I have been living in USA for 2 years now, and there have been couple of chances where I have learned the differences. Based on my experience, today I'm going to share with you guys about everything that I have learned, I have seen, I have tried to analyze the differences. So please make sure that you watch this video till the end, and also if you like my video then please make sure that you comment and like, and also please make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon so that you get notified every time when I post my videos. And also I will be posting 2 videos every week, so please make sure that you hit the bell icon. So whatever I'll be sharing with you today is totally based on my experience. It might be different for you, it might be different for someone else, but it's just like, consider this video as you and me sitting in front of each other and discussing about life and stuff. Now talking about the very first thing, which is social life. In India, as we all know, there's a good social life. I mean, you meet people often, you can go at each other's home at any point of time, you can call each other at any time. Unlike USA, my experience in US is that you cannot go to someone's home directly. Of course everyone is busy, but I think people are busy in India as well, but still in India we don't have to take the permission to go at someone's home. We can just ring the bell and we can just go there. Here, whereas you have to literally, it feels sometimes that you have to take an appointment, or you have to try to schedule so many things to meet someone you really want to meet. The other thing which I see is that here calling someone and chit-chatting with them is very difficult. I feel that it's not as easy to just call someone at any point of time and then talk with them, unlike India, where we can call our friends, we can call our family members at any point of time, and even they try to talk with us, or they give us a call back. In USA, yes, people do give a call back, but what I'm trying to say is that it's just that you have to call each other at a certain time, because we all have job, we have other stuff to do, we are living on our own, we have to do our household stuff, outside stuff, everything else. Whereas in India, at least for the house things like the cleaning and stuff, we sometimes do have some house help, but here, since we don't have that, it's like a very tight schedule. So I think that for me especially, if I have to call my friends or relatives or anyone, then I generally have to make sure that I see the timing, I see what kind of time zone are they in, and I see that should I call them now or should I call them on weekends. It's like you have to plan a lot before meeting someone or before calling someone. So I feel your social life is much about your immediate people with whom you are living. Maybe if you are living with your family, with your friends, or with your partner, it's still like a little bit your social life is restricted. Whereas in India, there are so many people to meet. You can literally meet them every single day. Whereas here, personally, I do miss my social life a lot. I miss people. I miss staying inside with parents and siblings. I miss calling my friends and chit-chatting, but it's like a part of life. When you are in your college, when you are in your undergrads, you have more time to chit-chat with friends, whereas when you start growing, when you start working, you don't have that much time. So personally, I do still miss my social life, and it's very different as compared to India and USA. The second best thing which I miss of India is medical help. You can literally go and visit a doctor at any point of time. May it be like at night 1 o'clock or in morning 8, you still can visit a doctor and you can get the treatment as fast as possible. Whereas in USA also, you can get the appointment, but if you want an emergency appointment, you will have to pay lot of money for that emergency appointment. Or if you want to wait, then it generally, I have seen, like what I have experienced is the wait time is 10 to 15 days minimum. So I miss those immediate medical help which we get in India very easily. Whereas I think in any other foreign country, there's a process that you have to go through to just visit the doctor for even for some like minor stuff, like even if you have cold or fever. Here people just treat them by their own, like they have some medication readily available at home. Whereas in India, if you even have a cold or fever, you will directly barge into the doctor's clinic and you'll get the treatment done so easily. So that is the second thing which I really miss, because there were a couple of times when I was very sick and I needed some medical help, and it was like taking a lot of time over here, because of course I don't want to pay a lot of money to get into that emergency appointments. So then I ended up calling my doctors in India and I got the treatment done. But still, I do miss that. The third thing, which is professional life, or which I can again say as more about a job perspective, is something which I find which is much better in USA. Now again, this is my personal experience. Also, I have seen how my husband has been able to excel in his professional career, and so whatever I'm going to share about professional life is based on my experience of learning from him. Let me explain you with a couple of examples. So back in 2019, when my husband lost his job, he actually posted it out on the LinkedIn, and he also started sending out personal messages to everyone whom he knew who were here. And I can tell you that I could see a difference in the way people help you. He literally got messages from people who referred him to many other companies and many other people, unlike India. Now, why I'm saying unlike India is because recently I was having conversation with some of the people who are there in India and who have lost their job, and then they were saying that, I was trying to get some help from the people whom that person knows who are working in some kind of companies, and there were job opportunities, but people were not ready to help that person. Again, this is like differs something from person to person, but still I can see there is a vast difference. Also, there is a vast difference in the way people interview you. For example, in USA, if you are appearing for a job interview, the interviews are very relaxed, at least something that I have seen from my husband's experience. The interviewer makes you feel so comfortable. And again, I personally remember my experience of getting interviewed back in India. That situation was so stressful. When you enter the room, it feels like there's so much stress in it. There is so much negative energy, or sometimes even the interviewer is kind of very serious and strict, which is what I have personally seen in India. Unlike USA, here they literally have a very, very calm atmosphere when they interview you. Also, they ask you about your family and stuff. They try to tell you that, even I am new in the company, so you don't have to worry. You can give answer according to what you think is right. And then they give you that space, that time where you can relax, where you can literally breathe in and out, and you can calm yourself. So based on professional experience, though I have not worked here, like I have not done any job here, but I still feel that it is much better and much helpful over here. Like people, again, recently we were trying to get a job for my husband, and he posted it out on LinkedIn, and people whom he doesn't even know, they reached out to him saying that, I can help you with this. I know a person who is working in so and so company. You just send me your resume. And we got calls from that third person as well. So I feel that there is a lot of help in terms of professional life over here. I might be not having that much experience, but at least I'm just trying to share with you whatever I have learned. Again, you might be having a different perspective. You might have seen something better in India as well, but this is purely my perspective. I'm not sure what you have experienced, but I'm just trying to share with you openly whatever I have seen over here. Fourth point is networking. Again, networking, I have learned to network a lot after coming to USA. Back in India, when I was doing a job in Baroda, I did not network. I was not at all into it. Maybe because I was not in that kind of environment, or not in that kind of mindset that I should network, I should try to grow myself. But after coming to US, I have learned that through networking, your doors to opportunities can open. You can learn to grow from people around you. And especially over here, one great place that I feel, actually not one, two great places that I feel are very good for you to network are: first, if you are an Indian or whatever religion you are following, if you are able to go to the temples, or if you are able to go to the community meetings and stuff like that, they are a very good source of networking. For us, like, we are someone who regularly visit temples, and there we have just met people, we have had such great conversations with them, and we have been able to stay in touch with each other. Not that we have got any exchange of money or something with them, but at least that kind of networking where you learn what people are doing, where you learn about their business, where you learn about how they have grown in a particular country, it really helps. So one place is definitely temples and community meetings and all those places. And the second thing which I feel is great for you to network with people belonging to different cultures. Say for example, if you are an Indian and you want to gel up with, or if you want to know someone who belongs to a Mexican culture, American culture, African culture, or whatever culture, for that I would suggest you to join Meetup. Meetup is a platform where you can go and meet people based on your interest. Say for example, if I'm a content writer and I want to connect with people over here who are into content writing industry, all I have to do is go to meetup.com, type in my preference, content writing, whatever it is. I'll just type in, and then you will literally have a list of groups that are actively meeting each other, actively learning from each other. And since it is COVID time, I think those meetups are happening virtually. So it is a great platform for everyone to connect and to at least know about how can you grow, how can you learn from each other, how can different cultures, different mindset together be so much helpful to each other. So this networking thing is something which I personally missed in India. May it be because, as I said, I was not in that mindset, or I was just in my fun space, but I'm not sure how much it is good in India. But I do know that there are a couple of groups. Say for example, there's a push starter group of Mumbai, which is really very good. Again, in that group, people help each other a lot. You can just post that you're looking for a job opportunity, or that you can just post that you're looking for some kind of service, and in those groups there are tons and tons of people. Like, I think that group literally has thousands of people in it. So I do know that there are great opportunities for you to network in India as well. But sometimes I feel that in India, at certain point of time, we are not in that mindset that, we should be a part of these groups to grow ourselves, to grow our mindset. Because I experienced about networking after coming to USA, so I feel that networking in USA does help you a lot. Again, the same thing can be used in India as well, but then you have to push yourself to grow and to network with each other. You cannot keep yourself behind the bars, behind the four walls, saying that, I'm too shy, I don't want to meet new people. If you have that kind of mindset, then you will not be able to grow. So even in India, I'm sure that now next time when I go India, and when I get a chance to join any of these groups which are there in India already, I am going to go in it, because I can talk on networking for hours and hours. It feels like that, but networking is a great medium for anyone to learn, to grow, to have a certain kind of experiences, may it be good or bad, but at least you are learning about different mindsets, you're learning about different opportunities, you're learning about different kind of businesses, services, and everything which is related to your growth. So if you are not a networking person, please free yourself from that kind of mindset. Go into some networking groups, join them, meet people, learn about new opportunities, help yourself to grow. So these were 4 things which I actually wanted to discuss with you guys since so long, and also after I started getting questions on that, I thought that I should do it for sure. So these were 4 things which I have experienced, I have learned, and I have understood. Like, also one thing, you know what, doesn't matter in which country you are living, it is all on you. It is about you. How do you want to grow? How do you want to learn to adapt the new changes of life? For me, it was initially very hard to adjust in this new place, new environment, and new people. I was very conscious, I was very shy. I was like, I don't want to go and meet new people. But then I had an amazing partner who pushed me to go outside, to break that walls, to learn to, be open to other people, to other connections, because there's nothing wrong in trying to connect. If, for example, if you meet someone and that person doesn't feel that is of the same vibe, then you can choose to not meet them again, but at least you're giving yourself that space to go and meet someone, to talk with someone, to discuss with someone. So this were my experiences. Also, when I came to USA, initial 6 months, I have cried a lot because I used to miss my family a lot. So if you are someone new who is just going to settle, or who has just settled in a new country and it feels very overwhelming, then give yourself some time. Let yourself at least first be comfortable in your space. If you feel like crying, cry it out. If you feel that now you are comfortable and you want to go out and meet new people, try to do that too. But I would say that it will take a year for you to settle down in the new place, and you have to give yourself that much time. In between, you might miss your family a lot, you might miss your social life a lot, but again, to develop your social life, I would say that start visiting those community places like your temples or any other social groups which have communities of whatever religion you are following, because those places really make you feel like you are in India. Those places have amazing people who might give a hand to you for help or anything else. So I would say that slowly and steadily, once you settle down in a new place, once you're comfortable in your space, get out of it, try, growing in that new place. You can do it if you believe it. You right now, while you're watching this, you are seeing me. I'm someone who initially was very much restricting myself. I have given myself that time to settle down and then go out. So take my example and try to do that same for you. Even if you fail initially in that process, it's okay, it happens. But again, you can try and you can settle down in a new place. Was all about my experience. If at all in any point you felt like I'm saying wrong, then I'm sorry, but it is totally my perspective of what I have seen over here, what I have learned, and what the life is in 2 different countries. I hope that today's video was useful for you. I hope that you could learn something new from my today's video. And also, there's one thing which I will always say, that though I am in USA, I still miss my India a lot. I have born and been brought up over there, so it's such a special connection. And if you're following me on Instagram, you might be aware that I'm waiting to come back to India to spend that same time with my people over there in India. So it's not like I have turned totally towards USA or something like that. It's not at all. I still love both the countries, but I'm more inclined towards India. After all, it's my birthplace, So anyway, I hope that this video was interesting to watch, and if you liked it, please make sure to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any other topics and if you want me to create videos on it, then please feel free to comment below, or you can even text me on Instagram. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and take care.